Yes, squeaky chair. I was gonna sit somewhere else, but I like it here. Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I am smiling because I have a video idea. I wasn't sure what I was going to do today for a video, and then suddenly it hit me. I'm not doing paper beads, as in rolling them as a tutorial, but I've been wanting to get back to that. And now that I'm kind of getting away from some of the stuff that I was doing regularly, I'm looking for other things that I can do, maybe for a series for a little while until I get tired of that. And I don't know if I've ever done my paper bead tutorials on this channel. I don't think I have. I think I have one that when I was dabbling with ASMR on this channel, I might have done a paper bead one there. I think I've done one on my Sounds and Whispers channel. But I was like, you know, it would be good to get back to that, and I really like making paper beads, but I go through stages where I'm addicted and then I'm not. And I feel like I'm going to want to get back to that. So the first thing I said is, if I start making paper beads and, you know, doing paper bead tutorials, I know I'm going to be asked immediately, can you show us what they look like in jewelry? Do you make the necklaces? Do you make the bracelets? And no, I don't. I don't really care to make jewelry. I like to make the beads. But my mother, however, her addiction was stringing these beads as fast as I could pop them out. So on my list, I'm not kidding, it's probably been on my schedule for 2 years or more. And let's see, this one's all scribbled on already, but I'll show you next week's clean schedule. Right, my necklaces, right there. I leave it on the list because I've always wanted to show you guys examples of what my mother made. Nothing fantastic, but just to give you guys an idea. So I thought, oh my God, if I start doing bead tutorials, I'm going to be asked. So let's start this off by me showing you some of the things. And I will send you over to my Darlene's Crafty Crew, my very old craft channel that I started. I don't know exactly when I started, but I see like my first paper bead video there was December 25th, 2014. You can see how important Christmas was for me. I was uploading videos on Christmas Day. Hey, that was a good way to spend the day. And I checked, and yes, indeed, this is before I even had a camera. I know I had a cell phone back then, but it wasn't a cell phone that could record. It was a very old flip phone, and there was no recording. I didn't have texting or anything like that. Had I had a phone with a recorder, a video, I don't know. If I could have recorded with my phone, I probably would have learned how to do that, but I didn't have that. I had a laptop with a camera that I didn't know at all how to use at the time, but I learned because that was the only camera I had available. And I always tell people, don't spend money to start creating videos. Create videos with whatever you have. I don't care if you have to borrow from somebody, because you might, after one video, say, I'm never fucking doing that shit again. So don't invest before you know. So what I did is I learned how to use my laptop camera, and I had it somehow, you know, above, like, okay, you know how a laptop, the screen is like this and the camera's here. Well, I needed the camera to be like this. So I had, you know, the screen of the laptop like this, and then, you know, the rest of the laptop coming down like this. And I put that, I believe, like in a box so it could rest, and then I had to put some heavy stuff in there to keep it from falling out. So it's just my laptop screen hovering above my hands, and you'll hear that the sound is not good because I'm talking this way, and, you know, the microphone was up above. So, but that's how I started, and that's how I recorded a lot of my videos at the beginning until I really knew I wanted to do this, and then I got a camera. So I will send you over to that channel. I do have quite a few paper bead tutorials. I haven't gone to watch them again. I don't know if they're okay. I don't know if they suck. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm not going to watch. And I might be repeating some of those on my main channel, and that's fine. I can do that. I'm sure I'll have a different twist on things. But again, I'm not like going to go study them and say, oh, well, I already did that one, so I'm not doing that again. Yeah, I'm just going to do whatever I fucking feel like doing. Okay, so I went to my mother's room, and no joke, there is a dresser drawer that is completely filled with necklaces that she strung together. Not all of them are paper bead necklaces. A lot of them are just pony beads. I mean, she was just addicted to making necklaces, and she just went gung-ho. We have a whole drawer full. And then we have necklaces hanging on clothes hangers. And I'm going to show you that when I first started making paper beads, this is just some of them. I used to use, a lot of it was just newspaper. Oh, see, this one, she had started to put little beads between, and that's what I want to show you. I just want to give you some ideas. But I don't know if this was necessarily the batch that was mostly newspaper, but you can see, you know, the beads kind of all look alike. It's when I first learned how to do it, and I was just making all these paper beads, and she was like, what are you going to do with those? And I'm like, nothing, I'm just addicted to making them. I seriously would sit on the couch and make beads. I really think this is before I even was doing YouTube. It had to be. It had to be, because I would have never had time to do all this. So she's like, well, do you mind if I make some necklaces? And I'm like, sure, go for it. So she started making necklaces. Oh, here's some more that have beads in between. And this is what I wanted to show you, and I have some other ones. She would, you know, just put whatever beads we had available in between. So I wanted to let people know that even if you don't have like a lot of paper beads, you can still make necklaces, because you can go buy some cheapy pony beads at the store and use them in between. You can see she's got some more here, some clear ones. Oh, I couldn't remember where she got these glass beads, and I remember now. It's when I used to order from a wholesaler. Some of the, was it sarongs or tapestries that I got had beads attached, and I took all those off. I cut, it was like fringed beads, and I cut that, and I kept all the beads, and my mother was able to use them like that. Ha. Now this one is just not even paper beads on this one. And then I have some more in a hanger here. These are, again, pretty much like my very beginning beads that I made. You know, like I said, I used to just, jeez, injury. I used to just, you know, use newspaper and stuff, and then I graduated to magazine pages. At first, I thought the newspapers were the best because they absorb the glue and they're very easy to roll. The magazine pages are more glossy and they slippery a little bit, but oh my God, you can make such awesome paper beads with the magazine pages, because you can start to be fussy and pick pages with colors you like. And I wish I had more examples of those, like hanging like this, but like I said, this is just some of the things, you know, that I could seriously make like a beaded curtain. And I just know there's so many examples that I could show you, but I couldn't really find what I wanted to find, but I did find a few things, and it's just to give you an idea. For instance, these are yellow paper beads that I made. Now these are not even from a magazine, because I got to the point where I would design my own paper just on copy paper with markers, and that's a really cool way to get the exact colors that you want. And my mother, you know, put little pony beads as spacers, but then she made two, and this is a good idea. She said she wanted, you know, to wear like the double necklace, but she wanted the option to be able to wear them as separates, meaning she didn't make like just one gigantic necklace and then turn it, because you always have that like turned double part in the back. So she made two necklaces, one a little bit longer than the other, so she can wear them together and it looks like she's got, you know, the double strand, or she can wear them separately. And I was like, I think that's genius. She made a matching set like that. And again, the white beads, those are just cheapy pony beads at Walmart. You can buy them, like big containers of them. And then we happened to find these two, and I said, well, geez, these are kind of cool for Halloween. Now, I'm trying to think, oh, I was like, where did I get this orange paper? It looks familiar. I can remember certain things like that. It's a Rogers flyer. And she put some black beads in between. So we think that has a very Halloween look, and so does this one. She has these little beads that I know you can also get at Walmart. These little tri things. They look like a fidget spinner, actually. Fidget spinners weren't invented when she made this. And again, it's just the colors, you know, the yellow and the, it's kind of orange, and just the colors of the beads. Not that they go together, but they look like Halloween. And she's like, oh, I want to remember those. So she's got that. But you know, they're still very hard. See, I can't squeeze that bead with my fingers. But this one was just, again, copy paper, and I must have just made some, you know, orangey kind of lines, and then she put, you know, a bunch of these, I don't know what kind of beads, I don't know what they're called, but she put 4 or 5 of them between each bead. So the idea is you don't have to have a lot of paper beads. You can, you know, play with it, and if you make a batch of like 4 or 5 beads and you like them, you can make yourself a necklace with pony beads, and, you know, just put the paper beads in the front, which is like here. And this doesn't even have any paper beads, but I wanted to show that, I don't know, for whatever reason, I'm sure we have a lot of pony beads, but let's just pretend these pony beads are like something special and you don't have a lot of them. You can just put them in the front, the part that's going to show, you know, this part. And then here to here, she didn't include any pony beads on that side. So that could be the back that goes around the back of your neck. So use the things that are not as special in the back. The other option is to use a decorative kind of cord, and you can tie a knot, and you can make your beaded part be just, you know, just this much if you want. And it can be knotted there and then just like have gold cording, or you could attach a gold chain or whatever you want. It's really fun once you start to get into it. Now this one is, oh, different kinds of paper beads. Oh, I love these. I love making these. I think I call them tapered barrel beads. And these I made also. Now this is paper that I designed myself, again, either with paint or markers. And then these, I think, were made and then painted. But I think they are probably magazine pages. But again, my mother, you know, used some of these and some of these, and she put pony beads in between. She made a nice long necklace with this one. This one now is just paper beads. She didn't put anything in between. And, oh, she did use some smaller ones in between. And they actually want to kind of go inside and hide in there, but they come out. So, but these, again, are beads that I made. Pretty sure these are, I think these were magazine pages that I would go over with either highlighter or markers. Sometimes I start with magazine, and then I'll just color them on top to give additional color and stuff. And again, we have some of those glass beads here, and this is just showing that even my like original newspaper beads, they can be pretty. Again, you can have some colored pages in newspaper, and it just gives, like, I don't know, it's like an earthy, natural, woodsy kind of look. I don't know. I just like it so much. So I just wanted to show you guys some of these necklaces. I wish I had more to show you because she has made tons of them. I just don't know where they all are, and I'm not going through looking through all her drawers and stuff. But yeah, once upon a time I was very busy making beads, and, you know, to the point where it was making me ill. But that happens, and then I'll go months that I don't even look at them. The last time I was making paper beads, I was actually selling them on eBay, and I was doing really well with those. And then all of a sudden, poof, I stopped. And I remember, was it just last summer that I stopped, or the one before? I'll have to look. I won't know. Those eBay auctions are long gone. But I remember it was a time that Skylar was here. I believe it was last summer. I think I was still into making beads last summer, and then when Skylar came, it put an end to that because I just didn't have the time. I remember thinking, oh, I made that? One of my videos is on, and that bead is awesome. I might have to watch my own videos. I remember thinking that when Skylar falls asleep, I'll be able to make beads and keep the sales going on eBay. That didn't happen. She doesn't sleep. The girl is a night owl like me. And I just never got back to it. I might have done maybe one sale after she left. We were doing the sales while she was here, though, because she was signing the packing slips, and it was beads that we were sending out. But I haven't done it since then, and I don't know what I'm going to be doing while Skylar is here, but I absolutely would like to start making some beads and showing you guys some new tutorials with a better audio, because I know it wasn't as easy to hear with a microphone hanging above my head in the form of a computer, a laptop. That laptop did not have a good mic anyway. But the videos are still good, so you can go watch those. I will link down below and in the pinned comment, and I'll put that channel on the end screen so you can click and go there. Please remember, that's very early in my YouTube career. I have some other videos on there that, it's all very cringe-worthy to me. All my videos are. But especially some of those, oh my God, so. But that channel is monetized because I have enough watch time and enough viewers. So if you want to go watch, I'm not going to stop you. All right, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.